Battlefield 5 is a first-person shooter video game developed by EA DICE and published by Electronic Arts. Battlefield 5 is the 16th installment in the Battlefield series. This time around, it is set in World War II Europe, and a couple of the maps are located in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. I had the good fortune of visiting Rotterdam recently, and I wanted to see how the maps matched up to reality. Rotterdam itself is a terrific city. It was flattened by the Germans in one night in 1940, but has rebuilt with stunning architecture like a phoenix from the ashes. Take that, Adolf. The first map we'll look at is Rotterdam, featuring the Withuis, or White House. This building was one of the few to survive the bombing of Rotterdam Center. And interestingly, it's the first high-rise to be built in Europe as a 10-story building. Now, I'm just here to check out how close the game designers got the feel for the buildings and locations. Battlefield 5 isn't an historical simulation, but rather a video game. I wouldn't expect the gameplay, the battle and objectives on the map to match with historical reality. That said, this is a perfect battle to recreate on Battlefield format. It's a small battalion-sized action of about 1,000 soldiers per side, slugging it out in an urban environment. In reality, Dutch troops, not British, held the crack German paratroopers for 4 days before they bombed the city into dust and forced to surrender. In the game, it is the British team and British flag used, but it was Dutch heroes during the fighting. They look more like this than my character, so remember, this is a game and not an historical simulation. It is hard to tell exactly where you are in game versus reality, as so much was obliterated and rebuilt. But you can definitely get the feel for where you are. The canals and boats are similar to the game. You almost feel like placing a spawn beacon on one. There are cafes on the main floor, and I didn't get the opportunity to explore upstairs. The other Rotterdam map is Devastation, which takes place mostly around the St. Lawrencekerk church after the city has been obliterated. You're not. The church was heavily damaged by the bombing, and it's great to see such a beautiful building restored and used by the community. An international food fest was going on the day we were there. The interior is now dedicated to shared humanity and multiculturalism, which is as good a revenge as any against Nazi bombing. Although Wiki doesn't talk about any fighting in the church, you can easily spot the landmarks of the game.
Right, all the way to the enemy's headquarters.
Rotterdam is a terrific city and worth a visit. If you play Battlefield 5, make sure to check out the game sites.